This is 2020's The Craft Legacy. Warning, spoilers ahead. We open up to three girls trying to meet and perform some Wiccan rituals, but they're concerned about trying to accomplish their goals without a fourth member. We meet Lourdes, Frankie, and Tabby, and they start the ritual. Each of them go through summoning spirits for each direction, but they're missing the west spirit since they don't have a fourth. When they open their eyes, they see that nothing's happened. Lourdes tries to get Tabby to just go ahead and summon the west spirits as though she hasn't already summoned the south spirits. But in the end, she doesn't think that they can do more complex magic without a fourth member. Frankie reads the passage once again for the others, and it's clear that a fourth will reveal themselves soon. Suddenly, Alanis Morissette comes on, and I'm thrown back to the late 90s. This was a trip I was kind of ready for though. It had to hit a nostalgic point somewhere, and Hand in My Pocket is as good a way to get there as any. Next, we meet Lily and Helen as they drive down the road, and they sing Alanis Morissette like no one's watching. Soon, Lily starts to fade, and she stares out the window and starts to cry. Helen notices, and she talks to her about how weird this move must feel. After having a mother-daughter moment, Lily has her turn the radio back up, and they eventually make it to Adam's house. Helen has Lily help fix her makeup, and they nervously get out of the car to say hello to Adam. Adam tries to break the ice, and he has Lily take a picture of them with her Polaroid. After giving her her camera back, Lily heads inside to meet David's sons, Isaiah, Jacob, and Abe. Isn't it a little awkward to remarry, move in together, and not have the kids meet yet? I mean, I feel like that's a crucial moment that needs to be tested and figured out before the big move. Someone's a poor planner. That night, Adam tries to make everyone feel welcome, but it only works so well. When Lily heads up to her room to make herself at home, Helen comes in to check on her and how she feels about school the next day. Helen leaves her with some words of advice on embracing her differences, and she thanks her for being so cool about the big move. The next day, all of the kids head to school, and Abe even wishes Lily a great first day. Suddenly, the class addresses a sensitive matter when they notice Lily has started her period. As Lily quietly gets up to go to the bathroom, Lourdes, Frankie, and Tabby decide to go help her with her situation. Have none of these kids watched Carrie? You do not make fun of someone who's had their first period. Of course, you shouldn't need to watch a horror movie to know not to be a jerk, but it's mind-boggling that the entire classroom couldn't stop laughing. Tabby and the other girls bring a change of clothes to the bathroom for Lily, and their new friendship starts. When they get to the lunchroom, they offer for Lily to sit with them, and she endures the stares and whispers from everyone else as she makes her way to their table. Along the way, Jacob makes a face at Lily, and Frankie admits that she's been in love with him forever. Lily tells them that they're kind of family now, and she pulls out her pendant to fidget with it. When the others see it, they get oddly excited, and they ask her if she wants to hang out with them after school this week. Lily agrees, and when she gets home, she tries to find Helen. She wanders into Adam's office, and she notices how successful he is with trying to teach masculinity to the public. Of course, the single dad with 3 boys is an award-winning author who preaches about masculinity. Could they have made his character any easier to pinpoint what we're not supposed to like about him? Suddenly, Lily hears a girl screaming in Jacob's room, and she walks in on him pleasuring himself while watching his laptop. As if fitting into the new family wasn't hard enough, Lily needs some help in the house. At least a friendly face that isn't Helen. Later, Lily goes to her room to find her jeans cleaned and folded on her bed, and she thanks her mom for cleaning them. Helen tells her that she didn't even know about them, and she suggests that Adam was the one to clean them for her. Later, Lily comes out of the shower, and she creeps by Jacob's room where she finds a snake in a terrarium. Then she gets a weird vision of a snake, a dagger, and a flame. The next day at school, Lily gets teased by Timmy again, and she somehow pushes him back without even touching him. Both of them are immediately sent to the principal's office, and they're given detention. Teacher wasn't messing around. He didn't even try to ask for any facts or even see what happened. He don't got time for that detective crap, just everyone gets detention. In detention, Lily hears the girls calling to her, but it takes her a minute to realize they're doing so telepathically. They tell her that she's their fourth, and they tell her to go to the bathroom. When Lily comes out into the hallway, the others come around the corner, and they freak out to see that it actually worked. They ask Lily how long she's been practicing, and how long she's known about her gift. But Lily is baffled to hear that she's a witch. The 4 of them leave the school, and they try to go over all the steps of magic that they should be ready to accomplish. They ask about her ancestry, but Lily tells them that there are no witches that she knows about. Tabby goes over the rules of the 4 directions and signs, and Lily tries to take it all in with an open mind. She's handling it as well as possible. This would be an easier pill to swallow than Harry Potter having Hagrid pop up in a lighthouse, but they all head to the woods to set up a circle with their little tackle box of supplies. Or do they just carry that thing around with them everywhere? Are they always ready to cast a magic circle? These have to be the most prepared witches that never actually did magic before. When they try their spell, they actually manage to freeze time, and they're surprised that it actually worked out. Now that they've accomplished that, they decide to take their power to the next level and text Timmy. That night, they go to Timmy's house to sneak in, and they go to his room to gather something from his actual person. They find a used condom and a bong to use as a cauldron, and they hex Timmy. Usually they go with a hair and a bowl, but they went all in with this hex. Suddenly, Timmy and his parents come home, and they decide to escape out the window. Once they're safely down the street, they celebrate and dance in the street. Over time, they continue their magic practices by levitating each other, shooting fire from their fingertips, and reading each other's aura. When Lily gets home, she tells her mother that she's actually got friends. But this moment is quickly overshadowed when Adam comes in. He tells Lily that Jacob told him about her assaulting Timmy, and he tells her about his zero-tolerance policy for violence. Later that night, when Lily can hear Adam and Helen arguing over how he handles the situation, Lily goes outside for some fresh air, and she finds Abe doing the same thing. Poor Abe's still in his learning years. He hasn't developed into his potentially angry and close-minded self yet. And in the morning, the school jumps right into sex ed, and we see that Timmy's personality has become a lot more sensitive. I'd definitely be confident in my powers after that. It would take magic to transform someone like old Timmy into new Timmy. When the girls get home, they get ready to go to Timmy's house party, and they agree to discuss any and all big magic decisions from here on out, since their powers are growing. Once at the party, Lily tries to find the bathroom, and she walks in on Jacob getting it on with some girl. Just then, Timmy pops up, and he apologizes for his behavior the other day. When the girls show up, they try to get in on woke Timmy, and they all get really caught up in him. Lily gets a little more caught up than the others, but Timmy gives her special attention too. After opening up a bit, Timmy admits that he used a Ouija board in his room to try and reach out to his dead mother. You want to know the last thing I thought I'd see in this movie? Timmy doing a slow-mo walk with the girls in the cafeteria. Never saw that coming, yet here we are. To top it off, when they go home, Timmy blows off Jacob to play 2 truths and 1 lie with the girls. Definitely magic. When it gets to be Timmy's turn, he spills the beans on the fact that he hooked up with Isaiah at some point. He goes over the whole situation, and he tries to explain that he couldn't tell anyone since he's Jacob's best friend too. Once Timmy gets this off his chest, Adam comes home, and Lily has the girls sneak out the bedroom window. That evening at dinner, Isaiah doesn't show up for dinner since Timmy's there, but Abe tries to break the ice by asking how Adam's work went. That night, Lily goes up to her room for the night, and she finds Timmy's jacket on the floor. She holds it close, and she smells it before going to bed. When she lays down, she says a spell that's to bring Timmy closer to her while she touches herself. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door, and Timmy comes in to ask for his jacket. I'm not too sure that that's the kind of close that Lily was hoping for, but her magic definitely works in mysterious ways. She seriously just snatched his jacket though. It's right there between her legs, and she told him that it wasn't there with a straight face. Looks like a nice jacket. Lily hops out of bed to show Timmy some of her Polaroids, and Timmy thanks her for listening to his confession earlier. Then Timmy goes in for a kiss, and the two of them make out in her room. Suddenly, Jacob calls Timmy to the study, and Adam shows up at Lily's door as Timmy goes to leave. Once Timmy leaves, Lily gets a text from him that leads her to know that there's more to come. That night, Lily's woken up by a sound in the corner, and she notices a figure standing in the mirror. When she gets up to investigate, she finds that the figure is actually in the corner of her room, and she's startled when Jacob comes in, turns on the light, and reveals that Isaiah sleepwalks. Why isn't this something that was addressed earlier? Once again, I feel like this is something that should be known once you move into this house with everyone else. There should be a contract that everyone signs that tells everyone the weird rules and happenings that they should be aware of. Half-naked sleepwalking stepbro is definitely something that needs to be known about. The next day, the girls go to class, and their teacher tells them the news that Timmy was found dead in his bedroom. After hearing this, Lily bolts out of the classroom, and the others follow her to the bathroom. Frankie believes that they're partially responsible, but Lily admits that she performed a love spell the night before. When she tells the others about this, they accuse this of being a game to Lily, and Tabby thinks that they should be taking a break from magic. Frankie and Lourdes agree, and they leave Lily in the bathroom to think about what she'd done. That night, Lily lies in bed, and she can hear someone screaming downstairs. When she goes downstairs, she finds that Adam's gathered some men, and he pulls Jacob into the center. Once there, Adam tells the group about how Jacob just lost a friend in Timmy, and he spots Lily on the stairs. I know I say this a lot, but that looked an awful lot like some strange cult following down there. Think it's time to get out of that house. Go to Frankie's house. I feel like she'd stab anyone that tried to get close to them. After the house goes quiet, Lily follows a sound downstairs, and she notices some plaques in Adam's office. Just then, Adam shows up and startles her. He apologizes for how strict he's been lately, and he shows her the family crests that she was looking at. He even tells her that in pagan cultures, they're signs of rebirth, and she has a flashback of her vision from before. In the morning, Lily wakes up screaming, and she tells Helen that Adam's dangerous. Helen tells Lily that they have to make it through Timmy's funeral at least, and she'll make things right after. Lily decides to go through Adam's office to try and find something to prove what she saw, and she winds up coming across a folder that's marked with Lily's name. She was adopted, and her real name is Lilith. It all makes sense now. That's one of those touchy things though. Like, when is it a good idea to mention that kind of thing? I know some people that never knew until they were grown adults. Helen comes in and finds Lily with the file, and she tries to tell her that her birth mother wanted it to be kept a secret. The family heads to Timmy's funeral, and Lily goes straight to the girls to tell them that she needs to tell them something. Lily pushes her away to the ground with her mind, and Lily leaves the funeral. As she makes her way down the driveway, Adam tries to comfort Helen as she cries inside. Helen tells Adam that she needs to take Lily away for a while, and Lily's friends try to decide if they should bind Lily or all of them. After realizing that they conducted magic non-consensually, they decide to bind themselves from magic. Oh, that feels counterproductive. Now Lily's the only one that can do magic? Or does it matter if she's bound since she's only 1 point of the 4-point compass? When Lily makes it home, she finds Helen packing the car, and Helen tells her that she should have told her about her powers as well. Helen wants to take Lily's curse so she doesn't have to deal with it anymore. Helen tries to tell Lily the words to transfer the power, but Lily doesn't believe her. Lily headbutts Helen, and she turns into Adam. Well, now the black cat is out of the bag. I guess it's time to put the bad guy down? Meanwhile, Frankie reads a message on the Ouija board, and she finds out that Timmy was murdered. That evening, Lily wakes up on the ground, and she tries to use her powers against Adam. Since the others bound themselves, Lily ends up powerless against Adam. Adam tells her that she wants her power, and he tells her a witch has to give up her power voluntarily. When he goes to strike her, Adam freezes in time, and Lily turns around to find her friends. When they turn back to Adam, his eyes turn black, and he ends up breaking the spell. The girls use their elemental powers against Adam, but he takes out all of the girls except for Lily. Adam confronts Lily, and he admits to killing Timmy for being weak. Little did Adam realize that he put the girls right where they needed to be. Darn that bad guy naivete. He just so happened to throw each of the girls to the north, east, south, and west. Go figure. The girls call on the spirits to help them, and they engulf Adam into a ball of fire. When the girls walk back to town, Helen shows up, and she tells Lily that it's time to go. The girls say their goodbyes, and Lily's ready to go. Helen and Lily head to a facility where they're holding her mother, and we find that it's none other than Nancy Downs. Then the credits roll. Yeah, I was about to say they can't have a Craft sequel or even a soft reboot without Nancy Downs being in it somewhere. That was a nice little touch. While this isn't as hard-hitting and memorable as the original Craft, it was still a tasteful addition. Give it a shot. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more like this one. Comment what you think I should watch next, and I'll see you in the next video.